I'd like to welcome everybody to another edition of Blue Demon Exchange. My name is Stephen Howard, your guest host, former and proud DePaul Blue Demon alumni of the basketball team, former All-American and Hall of Fame member, and I am honored to welcome our guest today, President and Dr. Gabriel Esteban and his beautiful wife, Jo Esteban. How you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you, Stephen?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm honored to be able to speak to you guys and to be able to interview you. Really, I'm just glad to be talking to someone right now.
We know the feeling other than our dog.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Esteban, I want to ask you a question. I hear you're a huge basketball fan and the basketball has been a part of your life since childhood. Could you tell us a little bit about this?
In the Philippines, there's only one sport, really. It's basketball. So I started playing maybe when I was 7, 8 years old. And I played basically in leagues until I was probably about 27, I think, is when I stopped playing any competitive league. So I played every position because I'm 6 feet tall, and the average height in the Philippines when I was growing up was 5'7", so I could play just about any position. So it was interesting growing up, to say the least.
Very interesting. So you'd be the big man. I like that. Mrs. Esteban, do you remember Dr. Esteban's playing days, and when was the last time that you saw him play?
It's been years back, but I do remember watching him play, and he's a completely different person when he's in court and he's playing with a team. Very different person.
So do you share his love of basketball?
Not as much, though. I mean, when my family never really encouraged the children to play sports or anything, so we were all in academics. But I did play a little bit of volleyball because that was a required sport in the school that I went to. Yeah, but I started loving the sport when he became president at Seton Hall. And it was really out for the kids, our student athletes. I support our student athletes very much.
Dr. Esteban, how does athletics contribute and assist the university in delivering its mission and serving the larger community?
Yeah, one of the things athletics does is it provides access, in the case of DePaul, to a high quality educational experience. These are opportunities which normally might not be available to some of our student athletes. So that goes a long way towards helping fulfill that part of the mission. Athletics tends to be very high visibility, as you know. All our student athletes are ambassadors for the institution, disproportionately, one might say, versus any other area. So it impacts the university in a number of very interesting ways. And I'm proud to say that our student athletes are heavily involved in our service activities. That's always very heartwarming to see them out and about in the community and giving back, which is part of who we are as an institution.
Now, you were at Seton Hall prior to coming to DePaul. Tell us what it takes to build and sustain a successful athletics program.
Yeah, it starts obviously with the people you hire. And it's not just athletics, actually, it's the entire university community. Just because student athletes also make decisions a lot of times based on the academics of an institution. So it starts with the people, the university community, in particular, the athletics in this case. It also has to do with the facilities and the level of support, not just the alumni, but the university community at large. So you have to have people, you have to have the facilities in place, and we have a great new facility in Wintrust. And you also have to look at it from a long-term perspective. I know a lot of people want to win immediately, but my experience has been that it takes time to build culture. Takes time to do a whole lot of things.
Mrs. Esteban, how is your family doing?
They're doing really well. My daughter's a physician, and she's also married to a fellow physician. And so, I worry every day about them since they're in the thick of this COVID-19 pandemic. And but so far so good. We keep in touch once a week at least. And our parents, both of our mothers are still alive, and they're both in Manila. And so far so good. Our sisters, we have our sisters there living with them, and everything's fine.
I would like to thank Dr. Esteban and his wife, Joe Esteban for joining us in the Blue Demon Exchange. And to all our DePaul family, stay home, be well, take care, DePaul.
And wear your mask.
Yes, please.